Simply the principle of Galatians 6:7, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. When you sow vibration of gratitude, peace, and faith, you reap blessings in that same frequency. That's why when you use salt consciously, prayerfully, something begins to change in your home and in your heart. You'll feel lighter. You'll rest deeper. You'll notice peace entering rooms that once felt heavy. And slowly, steadily, your financial situation begins to shift because abundance flows through alignment. You see, when I first tried this, I wasn't looking for magic. I was looking for truth, and I found it. God works through everything He made, even the simplest grains of salt. So before we go deeper, remember this: you are not waiting for luck. You are aligning with the law of divine energy. Say it out loud with me. Everything is vibration. Because once you believe that, once you truly understand that everything in your world is energy, you begin to live with intention. You speak differently. You act differently. You decorate your home differently. And heaven takes notice. Salt, my friend, is more than seasoning. It is a symbol of sacred energy. It is a reminder that abundance is not something you chase. It's something you attract when your frequency matches God's. Now, listen closely, my friend, because what I'm about to share will open your eyes to something powerful. You see, salt isn't just a modern commodity. It is one of the oldest and most sacred symbols of wealth, covenant, and divine purity known to man. Long before paper money, before coins, before digital currency, there was salt. In the ancient world, salt was so valuable it was used as payment. That's where we get the word salary from, salarium, meaning salt money. Soldiers were paid in salt because it preserved life. Merchants traded it because it represented purity, health, and blessing. People understood something we've forgotten today. That salt carries energy. It represents life. It represents worth. It represents divine favor. And friend, when God said in Leviticus 2:13, with all thine offerings thou shalt offer salt, He wasn't talking about seasoning. He was talking about symbolic power, the covenant between heaven and earth. In those days, adding salt to a sacrifice meant permanence, a lasting agreement with God. Salt never decays, never spoils, and never loses its essence. It stands as a reminder that what God blesses remains blessed. So what does this have to do with your life today? Everything, because salt is still doing what it's always done, cleansing, preserving, and attracting divine flow. It's still charged with the same vibrational energy that once made it a form of money. And when you bring that energy back into your home consciously, prayerfully, you begin to call back what it represents: stability, prosperity, and peace. Now, let me tell you something from experience. When life feels heavy, when money seems stuck, when the flow of blessings feels blocked, it's rarely a financial issue. It's a spiritual energy issue. Something in the environment is off. Something in the vibration has gone stagnant. The mind is cluttered. The home is filled with frequencies of worry, doubt, and fear. But salt, simple, beautiful, sacred salt, has the power to break that stagnation. It's not witchcraft. It's not magic. It's creation in motion. It's using what God made to restore what man has disturbed. When salt touches negativity, it neutralizes it. When it meets chaos, it calms it. It absorbs what doesn't belong and restores balance. I've done this myself, and I've seen transformation happen. When stress built up in my body, I didn't just complain or pray for relief. I acted in faith. I took a handful of salt, rubbed it gently over my back and shoulders, and felt tension melt away. It wasn't imagination, it was energetic alignment, because your body holds energy, and when you change that energy, you change your state. Try it sometime. Sprinkle a little salt in your shoes, moving clockwise as you do. Why clockwise? Because it represents forward motion and divine direction. Your feet carry your energy wherever you go. Every step is a seed. And when that seed is planted with positive vibration, you begin to walk on holy ground. My friends, salt is not just about cleansing spaces. It's about cleansing paths. It's about walking in alignment with the Creator's rhythm. It's about releasing what no longer serves and preparing to receive what heaven is sending your way. Throughout Scripture, salt always appears as a sign of faithfulness and purification. In 2 Kings 2, the prophet Elisha threw salt into a poisoned spring and declared, "Thus saith the Lord, I have healed these waters." And the water was healed. That wasn't chemistry, that was divine alignment through a physical act. God used salt as a vessel of healing and restoration. If he did it then, he can do it now. Today, that same principle applies. When you bring salt into your home, you're making a declaration. Lord, I invite your purity into this place. You're saying, cleanse my atmosphere, remove what's dark and make room for blessing. Because listen, abundance doesn't dwell where negativity lives. Wealth doesn't flow through confusion. Prosperity isn't attracted to chaos. You must prepare the space. You must cleanse the energy. You must sanctify your environment with intention. And that's what salt does. It purifies the air, it shifts the frequency, and it prepares the ground for the seeds of abundance to grow. So before we move to the next step, before we talk about where exactly to place this sacred salt, remember this truth. Salt has always been a symbol of wealth, purity, and divine agreement. It's more than matter, it's meaning, it's more than substance, it's spirit. When you honor it, when you use it with faith, when you align it with prayer, it becomes a channel for prosperity to flow into your life. Beloved, if there's one place in your home that carries the deepest energy, it's not the kitchen, not the living room, it's your bedroom, the place where you rest, where your body restores, where your spirit dreams. You see, the bedroom isn't just a room, it's a temple, and how you treat that temple determines how energy flows through your life. Now listen, when you lie down at night, your conscious mind sleeps, but your subconscious stays wide awake. It keeps your heart beating, your lungs breathing, your body alive, but it also absorbs energy. The atmosphere around you, the order, the clutter, the cleanliness, the peace, all of it seeps into your subconscious while you sleep. That's why some people wake up anxious even after 8 hours of rest. Their bodies are refreshed, but their spirit feels heavy. Why? Because the room they rest in holds low vibration, disorder, chaos, stagnant energy. The word says in 1 Corinthians 14:33, "For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace." Your home, especially your bedroom, must reflect that peace. When your sacred space is filled with clutter, noise, or distraction, your energy becomes scattered. But when it's pure, clean, and centered, your soul finds rest. And where rest exists, abundance begins to flow. My friend, your bedroom where alignment happens. It's where your spirit meets God in the stillness. That's why you must keep it holy. Don't turn it into a storage room or a workspace. Keep your electronics, your computers, your Wi-Fi routers, your screens away from your bed. These things carry electromagnetic energy that interferes with your rest and your vibration. And remember, even your bed placement matters. In the wisdom of many cultures, it's said that your feet should never face directly toward the door as you sleep. Why? Because that position symbolizes departure, a posture of loss, not life. Every detail in your environment speaks energy. If you keep a trash bin in your room, cover it. Don't let that negative energy, the discarded, the unwanted, linger in the open air where you rest. Keep order, keep light, keep harmony. Now, you might say, brother, how can my bedroom affect my finances? I'll tell you how, because your prosperity begins in your peace. When your energy is scattered, your creativity dries up. When your rest is restless, your focus weakens. But when you sleep in a high vibration in peace, gratitude, and spiritual clarity, your mind wakes ready to receive divine instruction. Ideas flow, opportunities appear, your day becomes fruitful. This is why I tell you, before you bring salt into your home, prepare your space. Treat your bedroom like sacred ground, clean it, bless it, pray over it, because that's where the salt will do its work. When you honor your resting place, you're saying to heaven, Lord, I'm ready for your peace. I'm ready for your abundance. And I promise you this, once you make your bedroom a temple of calm and light, you will feel the shift. The energy will rise, the blessings will flow, and the God of peace will dwell in that place. Now that your space is ready, my friend, let me show you what to do next. The saltwater ritual. This isn't superstition. This is faith in action. It's a physical act that carries a spiritual message. Lord, cleanse my home, cleanse my heart, and open the flow of abundance. Take a clean, clear glass, not plastic, not metal glass, because glass represents clarity and reflection. Fill it about 3/4 full with the purest water you can find. Remember, this isn't just water. It's a vessel of intention. Then take 3 tablespoons of salt. Count them out as you add them. 1, 2, 3. As you stir them gently clockwise for 3 minutes, speak these words aloud. This salt cleanses and purifies my life. Say it with conviction. Say it as if heaven itself is listening, because it is. Words carry power. Proverbs 18:21 tells us again, death and life are in the power of the tongue. When you declare purity and abundance, you send that vibration into creation. You are speaking order into your atmosphere. Now science even supports this truth. A Japanese researcher, Dr. Masaru Emoto, discovered that water changes its structure when exposed to words, music, and emotion. When water hears love, gratitude, or prayer, it forms beautiful patterns. But when it's surrounded by anger or hate, it becomes distorted. So imagine what happens when you bless your water with words of faith. You are literally transforming its energy. After you've prayed and stirred, place that glass of salt water in your bedroom, near your bed, but never under it. Put it where you can see it, perhaps on your nightstand or a clean table. That becomes your altar of purification. Watch it over time. If the water becomes cloudy or murky, don't be alarmed. It means the salt is doing its work, absorbing negative energy. When that happens, pour it down the toilet. Say a short prayer of release and replace it with fresh water and salt. If the water stays clear, let it remain for 3 days, then refresh it. Keep the energy moving, and as you do this, you'll notice a peace settle over your room. The air will feel lighter. Your sleep will deepen. You'll wake up more centered, more hopeful, more alive. This is what happens when divine energy flows freely. Ein. Friend, this is not about magic. This is about faith meeting action. Salt and water are God's creations. You're simply inviting him to work through what he made. When you align your space, your mind, and your words with his vibration, prosperity responds. So I want you to say it right now. It is done. Say it again. It is done. Because the moment you believe, the moment you act, heaven moves. The flow begins. The same God who turned water into wine, who parted the sea, who healed through touch, can bless your home, cleanse your energy, and fill your life with abundance. So go ahead, my friend. Take that glass, that salt, that prayer, and open the door to divine prosperity. For when you purify your space, you prepare your soul. And when your soul is clean, your blessings have no choice but to find you. As you obediently place this salt in your home as a covenant symbol, I release this powerful declaration over your life. The curse of lack is broken, and the windows of heaven are open over you. From this moment forward, may your home become a magnet for God's abundance and a testimony of his supernatural provision. Walk in this unshakable faith. Today, every financial curse is neutralized by the power of the blood of Jesus. Every door of opportunity is swinging open by divine command. Heaven's treasury is releasing supernatural increase into your hands. Your obedience has activated angelic assistance in your finances. Remember, you are not practicing magic. You are demonstrating covenant faith. The same God who purified the waters for Elisha is purifying your financial streams today. The same power that multiplied the widow's oil is multiplying your resources right now. The same faithfulness that provided manna in the wilderness is orchestrating your miracle today. Go forth expectantly, knowing that your